Is Z as sexually attracted to matte film as Sammy? Yes, definitely. Hey guys, it's Z here from Slick As, and I'm here to talk to you today about matte conversions, or just matte PPF in general. So the name kind of speaks for itself. It's when you convert a gloss car to matte through the use of PPF film. So paint protection film, you guys know all about it. We don't shut up about it. You can see a pretty clear difference here. It literally just mattifies the car. And I'm gonna answer some of your questions about why this is different to gloss, differences in price, in installation, all that kind of good stuff, so you guys will know as much as we do. One of the questions we've gotten through our little Q&A is matte just as protective as other films? And it absolutely is. It's the same level of protectiveness, if not maybe even a little bit more, because when we finish our panels in matte, generally we have to go a little bit further than we do with gloss. We want to try and minimize any gloss on the car, so we will try and push those edges out a little bit more. Bulk fit or extended patterns, most of the time we go extended templates, but we do end up hand trimming most of our edges just because we want to get literally the most coverage as possible, and you can only really do that with hand trimming. So we have our gloss templates and we just extend all the edges pretty much so that we can wrap around a little bit further, and yeah, then we'll try and finish them off as far as we can. Can you buy the matte film and complete it yourself? We don't actually offer a DIY matte film just because it would look kind of strange, as our DIY kits do finish quite far from the edge, just for the ease of install. So no, we don't offer that. What is involved when doing the conversion? A lot of the times we will, if need be, take a lot of the parts off that protrude from the car whilst doing a matte conversion. Alternatively, we can, as we've done here on this indicator, we've actually shrunken our templates a little bit extra. So if need be, we can hand trim a little bit closer to edge, but otherwise, sometimes we'll take door handles out. It kind of depends on how much coverage the customer wants. Is matte harder to maintain? Not necessarily. We find that if gloss isn't maintained, you can end up getting some watermarks on it. We don't really have that with matte, but it does look a lot dirtier with dust than gloss does. So along that question as well, someone's asked if the matte film is harder to take care of, such as like matte from factory paint. It's actually a lot easier because again, it's self-healing. You can't damage it quite as easily. So there's not really any extra steps with matte as there would be with gloss. We just recommend that you wash it pretty frequently and always apply detail spray. Is there any gloss exposed? Yes, there will always be gloss exposed on a conversion. Our aim is to reduce the amount of gloss as much as possible. However, on the edges of panels where the film can't wrap around and stay sealed, you will possibly be able to see some gloss edges, but we really do our very best to minimize that as much as possible. How much time does a matte conversion take? A lot of the times when a customer comes and says, oh, how long do you need my car for? And we're like, oh, this amount of days. And they're like, wow, you need it for that long? It's like, yeah, we do. Unfortunately, it takes possibly between 30 to 50% more time doing a matte conversion just to make sure everything is going around the edges. It takes a lot longer to seal the edges down just because they are that little bit closer. We want to make sure that everything's down before we get it to the customer to ensure the longevity of it. So it does take quite a bit longer because again, we're not just using the templates, we are hand cutting quite a lot of it. So the timing is blown out labor-wise. And another reason that matte might cost more is because the cost of the actual film for matte is a little bit more than gloss. Per meter, matte costs more than gloss. So adding that cost in with the extra labor, that is why matte conversions take longer and they will cost more. We have an amazing question. How much blood is required during the blood sacrifice to ensure a successful matte conversion? The blood sacrifice can be as little or as much as the universe allows. Any sort of blood sacrifice or cut or nick goes towards ensuring a very good matte conversion. Fucking hell. No. It's like, I'm trying to be as like matter of fact as possible. Why would you go a matte conversion over just going gloss? Realistically, it's all about looks. So if you like the look of matte and you just want to change up the whole look of your entire car, you can go the matte. It's kind of sort of replaces vinyl in the way that if someone wants the protection of PPF, but they do want a different look on their car, they can go the matte option. Otherwise, we get customers that come in to pick up their car and they're like, oh, it looks the same, like you can't even see it. So if you want something that looks different, you might want to consider the matte option. Why would you possibly choose a matte PPF over like, say, a matte vinyl? It depends on what you're after. If you're looking for protection against stone chips, scratches, pinstriping, any actual physical damage, the PPF will act as a sacrificial barrier. So the PPF will get damaged, however, your paint won't get damaged. But vinyl is significantly thinner. It's not actually it's not really a barrier towards physical damage. It doesn't self-heal quite as well as PPF. However, with vinyl, you can change the colors, obviously, but with PPF, you can make it matte, and it just protects a lot better than vinyl. It's so much thicker, it's a lot safer for your paint. Is there anything on the car that doesn't get wrapped in gloss? Again, this can be personal preference mainly for the customer. However, anything that's in paint, like anything that's been painted rather than like chrome or anything, can go matte. So we can do flares, we will do front bars, we'll do rear bars, we'll do tailgates. Anything that's painted, we can put matte film on it. So another thing that I can mention is, would you see imperfections in the paint and things as much in matte as you would in gloss? Realistically, yes. PPF in itself is clear. It won't cover any kind of paint imperfections. It can hide light scratches and pinstriping to an extent, again. However, if you have like dings and stuff in the paint, if you've already got stone chips, you will see that through the PPF. So if you don't want to see it through the PPF, make sure to get it corrected before you bring the car to us. Thanks for tuning into our Q&A about matte. I hope you guys love it as much as we do, because we do. I know you see a lot of cars here, they're mainly like 4Bs and trucks and stuff, but due to the fact that we pretty much bulk out most of our templates, we can do matte conversions on pretty much any car. So don't be shy. If you have a car that's not a truck or 4-wheel drive, we can do it. And we can do it in gloss as well. Bring it to us.